Did I do the right thing? I did warn him after all. He knew not to fail me. He knew the consequences of failing me. He knew I would not tolerate any more of his bullshit and insolence. Especially not after the last time. But did it have to be her? Of all the gods on this forsaken rock, what does she want with an exiled herald? No, scratch that. Former herald. I swear, one day I will find my way among the stars. I will be worshipped by more beings than that great dreamer herself. But first, I need to find a new herald. And I cannot do that until I get my mind right. And my mind won't be right until I know what the Pallid Princess wants with Davy Jones. Why can I not sense him? Where is she keeping him? I see a temple. Sun iconography. Graffitied. Well, this will be too delicious. It's time to have a chat with the old Miss Briss herself. If the Dawnflower even wants to talk to me. I guess I need to make a trip to the Everlight. Fuck.
Everybody, welcome back to the 25 North podcast. It's your boy Jason, your host and GM for this raucous pirate adventure. And with me, as always, I got the crew. What's happening, folks?
The happening is happening.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
The happening is happening.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. That's happening.
It's been foretold.
I have spoken.
The prophecy.
A prophecy?
Hey, that's a free one for you folks. Straight from the closet prophet himself. The happening
Will
is
happen.
happening.
So
Be ready
I
for
started
it.
watching a new show on Amazon Prime down here in the old US of A. I'm not sure if it's available elsewhere, but it's called Hellier. It's a cryptid show. There's 2 seasons of it right now. I think the second season just came out. It's about like this crew that goes to try to find these little like goblin alien men in the coal mines of Hellier, Kentucky. And so I've never really been one that's super into cryptids, but like this show kind of hooked me. And like it's really kind of strange, and like it has like these ties to like the Mothman and all these other cryptids. And I know for a fact that 2 of our players on this podcast are very large cryptid enthusiasts. So I just wanted to bring that up Anybody on here watch that show?
No, I have not had a chance to. I've been busy watching Monster because of you, mister.
Oh yeah, that show's awesome.
Oh, this is a big side note, but did you hear the creator of Monster has another one that's dropping? Like right away here?
Hello,
a new
when,
anime?
where? Hello, where? I
No,
twirl my
I
hair.
haven't.
Hello?
Yeah, I just watched a video on it earlier today from one of the anime channels I follow.
Oh,
And they're hoping
dang.
that if its success does well, he's had another long-running manga, I can't remember the name, something Boys,
Adora?
like Future Boys, or
Oh,
something like that.
21st Century Boys.
Yeah, 21st Century Boys. If this one does well, they're going to do 21st Century Boys.
Oh, dude, 21st Century Boys is awesome.
Yeah. So that's some fun news for you. But no, I haven't watched Hellier yet. I thought it might be rude to start watching it while we were setting up for recording. So I'm going to hit that up later because I am, in fact, a cryptid enthusiast.
And Lunar
Reformed conspiracy theorist.
Reformed? Hold on. Wait, Corey, hold on. I need you to reverse that.
Oh.
What the fuck did you say to me?
I used to run deep. Was at one point convinced that the London, 2014 Olympics, whenever the Olympics happened in London, I was pretty sure that was going to be like a terrorist attack resulting in like a ritualistic slaughter of a bunch of people at this one arena, because if you arranged different events that were happening across the city, it created a pentagram, and this venue was directly in the middle of it. And that was tied into like weird Zionism and stuff. Yeah, I went deep for a while.
Holy shit.
But cryptids are like my healthy version of that now.
Yeah.
Because cryptids sit in that fine realm between like weird, probably not possible, but at the same time, we still discover thousands of species of animals every year. So there may just be something lurking in the woods we don't know about.
Yeah.
I am definitely a huge just like cryptozoology / just things that go bump in the night kind of like I like studying that kind of stuff. I haven't watched that show. I actually have good podcasts that I can like easily recommend that I listen to very much so. One of them is called Chilluminati, where it's just very like chill vibes, but they'll talk about like stupid conspiracy theories along with like different versions of like cryptids that they have like from all over the world. They'll do a deep dive on they've done some deep dives on serial killers as well too, which is always wild.
Have you listened to last podcast on the left?
No, what?
Yeah, check them out. They're like the big dogs in like the cryptid, weird murder stories, like serial killers. They've been doing it for probably 10 years now, so there's over 300 episodes you can go back and listen to. But they do everything much like that. But the cast is really interesting because one of them is like a fully ordained Satanist, and then they have a professor who works at a university as like a religious studies teacher, and then their buddy who is also like a really interesting viewpoint, but they go really deep into a lot of very strange things. So yeah, last podcast on the left. They don't need a shout out, but I do recommend them if you like weird, interesting content in those veins.
Yeah. The two of the four folks that do the Hellier series actually have a weird cryptid podcast called Haunted Objects.
Let me in. Okay. Let me be a guest. Okay. I shout to them. Let me be there.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually show them recording the podcast. In season 2, they show them recording the podcast as they get a weird email. And they're like, anyway, sorry.
And that's
weird tangent.
The other podcast that I can recommend for people who do like cryptids, but again, like it to be low key stuff, I can highly recommend Red Web. It's a podcast that I still catch myself listening to. It's the movie podcast about cryptids, but it's really good. They've actually done some like walking into actual places here in Texas and they've been to the Yorkshire Memorial Hospital.
Yorktown Memorial Hospital.
Yorktown Memorial Hospital, sorry. And they definitely saw some stuff there, along with like a few other places. But it's like, they talk also about internet mysteries too. Like, oh gosh, what was it? They talked about Junko Junsui, if you've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've also talked about the creator of Bitcoin, whose name completely eludes me. And like Cicada 3301, when that was going on like 4chan and everything.
Lake City Quiet Pills was like, I think, their first episode.
Like, I got some I love that podcast. That's why I hopped in.
I started like showing Jackson.
You guys
that
will both
podcast.
really appreciate last podcast on the left.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna look into that. That sounds fun.
That's because we're gonna be listening to that when we drive to Colorado.
Yeah, I highly recommend their stuff on either Blair Witch, Dilatov Pass, or any of the like cryptid or Secret Society deep dives.
Dilatov Pass is some of the most wild things to like listen and read about.
They go deep, and they're big enough, and they sell out con panels and stuff, so they've got the money that they actually like bring experts in various fields of sciences and stuff on as well. So you get like actual informed people who don't buy the craps side of things as well, but it's still like a fun, not NPR experience.
That's fair. Look here, I'm just doing my call shot to any cryptid enthusiast podcast that wants to have an Eldritch Horror VTuber on their podcast as like a guest. Please, I beg of thee. I'm on my hands and knees.
And for any cryptid hunters that are currently actively trying to find Bigfoot, end your search. He's here. Hi, hello, it's me. I am a large hairy man, and I have a size 15 foot. So
yeah, it's a pain to find.
You're walking around barefoot in the woods.
Yeah.
Ain't never gonna find hiking boots that size without paying $500 for them.
Me on the way to the shoe store.
Yeah.
Jackson after he has a too wild night out with the boys from school. You know, they're all back in town for something sad, but you know, you have a few too many. You wake up in the woods, you stumble to the nearest, like, you guys have like gas stations down there that also sell clothes and everything.
That's Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
You can just say
Yeah,
it.
there
It's
you go.
Buc-ee's.
I don't know the name of it. We don't really have
How
those.
could you not know about
Sometimes
the
you might be able to get like
actual
a tie-dye t-shirt with like an eagle on it, but that's about as far as the clothing at gas stations goes here.
You want to meet a real cryptid? That's Bucky. Bucky is a cryptid.
I can guarantee you, if Bigfoot walked into Buc-ee's, he is not walking out.
Oh yeah, no, ain't no way.
That is end of the line for Bigfoot right there.
Bigfoot just wanted to get a kolache and have a big thing of icy and get some of that good beef jerky, and he just looks and is like, "Well, shit, this is the end of the line."
And a prime rib sandwich.
Of like
Ooh.
convenience store that sells clothing and guns. Is that what you're getting at?
Actually, it sells rainbow knives.
Well,
They
yeah,
sell
gas
hunting
station knives
equipment.
They do sell
Okay.
hunting equipment, though. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It's
I'll have to go
Texas.
to a
What the
Buc-ee's.
hell did you expect? We'll have our deer feed in one aisle, and then we'll have like fucking like
Snickers
sparkling water.
in the other.
Yeah, sparkling water and Snickers in the other.
Yeah, I've been looking at flights a lot recently, all over just North America. And
Oh my
I can
god,
get down
Curry!
to Texas
come fly
and to
down.
Colorado, quite cheap. Like,
Come
out
fly
of-
down to San Antonio.
everywhere.
We'll take you to the Rainforest Cafe and then to Margaritaville on the Riverwalk as a treat.
They're like right next to
It
each
could
other.
be wasted away again.
Yes.
They sound like the cliche things to do, and I'm here for it
Yeah.
because
You
I
can
know
take
no
a
better
boat
of this
tour.
place.
You could take a boat tour on the Riverwalk.
You could potentially find your lost shaker of salt.
Salt. Sorry.
Well, I mean, some people claim that there's a woman to blame.
I don't know. It's my own damn fault.
Speaking of my own damn fault, we got some hero points to pass out.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Cue the jazz music.
I don't know why when you
That's
said jazz music, my brain was like, Careless Whispers.
And we stop there because we don't want to get copyright
Yeah.
infringement.
That's
Quick
right, because
aside.
I'm too good.
Quick aside, my favorite jazz song of all time is Moanin' by Charles Mingus. If you haven't heard it, look it up. It is fucking incredible.
All right. Who wants to start us off?
Not me.
What do I roll, Coach?
Roll me a d20.
Hell yeah, I can do that.
Yo.
That'd be a 6.
Got a nice 6. All right. Roll me a. Well, I guess it's just a d6.
I can do that.
D6.
That's a 3.
All right. So this one is to Timothy from Jess. Jessica says, being the inspiration for what should be a new skill feat, ass fighting stance. All right.
I fucking love that.
Ass up.
That's the way I like to fight.
That was oh man, that's a callback.
That rules. Hell
that.
Yeah. Thanks,
I love
Jessica.
that. Thanks, Jess.
You made me laugh when I really need that laugh. Oh.
All right, who wants to go next?
I can do it.
All right,
Maybe.
1, 2,
Maybe potentially
3, 4, 5. Okay, roll me a d10.
Oh,
Have you
So
already
typing out.
finished that meat, Jackson? You bought it today. You did not.
It's fine.
My beloved, my love, my other half, I swear to God, I'm gonna drive over and kick your ass.
Great,
All
I get
right,
to see you.
and then roll me another d10.
oh, dokey.
Tree.
Right. So that will be. This one goes to Zaba
Yo!
from Eek.
Eek!
Eek knows I'm a good guy, you know.
Eek says, you literally use a trident and talk like a Street Fighter character. Need I say more?
Hey, I'll take it.
They've got a point.
They hit
You're not wrong.
on Street Fighter 6. They hit the randomized feature a little too much, and boom, Frogman.
Hey, I don't know if I ever said it out loud on recording, but I will at this point. A large part of Zaba's personality comes from the kind of insectoid parts dealer from Star Wars Episode 1. And that's where a lot of him kind of originates.
That
so
rules.
Street
Oh my
Fighter
God.
character is a notable upgrade.
Okay.
Now that
Quick
you
aside.
say it,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That
Yeah.
rules. I also just had the inspiration as I was saying, like, oh, like you hit randomizer or the randomized feature too many times on Street Fighter 6. I could totally make our characters in oh my god, what the fuck is it called? The wrestling game. The WWE games that they have.
Nice.
The customization
all
is nutty
fight.
in those games.
I want to make a whole fight. That'd be a stupid stream, and I'm kind of here for it. I
If you
gotta
could-
do that.
If you can
Oh,
figure
man,
out how to
fight
make
as
a
bots
dragon.
too, and
Oh, I can easily do that. Jackson, you need to look at the WK, or like, is it WK? Where the fuck is it?
WWE 2K, whatever.
Yeah, it's like the
2K23 or
2024 one. It's good, like,
Yeah.
pretty good apparently.
I feel like Vesuviac would be best recreated as Soul Calibur.
Soul still burns.
Well, the new Tekken just came out. Does that have a creative character?
I think it does.
I believe so.
We can make some monsters together.
Yeah.
Make some fresh
All right.
nightmares.
Yes.
We got it. We got one last one to go. Who wants to do this last
I got
one?
this.
Okay, roll a d10.
That's a 4.
All right. And then roll a d8.
Oh. Well, roll has 2 L's on it.
No, it doesn't. You're lying.
Well, it didn't work when I didn't put 2 L's on it, so I thought it'd be a 2.
Okay, this one is from Caleb, and it goes to Syl, and Caleb says, "Time to shuffle the deck."
Cute.
Thank you.
All right, that is our hero points. if you want to submit hero points, dear listener, you can do so by just supporting us on Patreon at any level you want. We have 2 tiers now. We kind of backed off from all the tiers we used to have. Now we just have 2 tiers. We have a $1 and up tier, pay what you want. So minimum is $1, and then you can pay what you want, $1 on up, and that will get you access to submitting hero points. And then we have a $5 minimum and up, so pay what you want, $5 minimum. You can submit hero points and get access to all of our content early. So yeah, if you want to hear hero whatever you want to write for hero point submissions, as long as it's not homophobic, transphobic, hate.
Look, gang, just don't be cringe. Come on,
Yeah.
be based and don't be cringe.
Just
Please and thank
For
you.
the people that don't know what that means, it just means use common sense.
Use common sense and don't be cringe.
Be Zaba, be a nice guy.
Yeah, just be a nice guy.
But
it's
actually
not
be
that
a
hard.
nice guy.
Yeah,
Zaba
don't
is a
like
nice
Zaba.
guy.
Look at Zaba as like a guideline of what not to do.
Zaba is a man who was terrible, who's on the path to redemption in his own eyes.
And is
It's
currently
not so
holding
bad.
a curse sword.
So he was, and now he wants to kill us all again.
It's just a sword.
That's just a sword.
Back off.
But yeah,
Huh?
we'll if you want to support us, we'll read your hero point submission. And yeah, so we got an episode to get to because last episode was a combat episode. Y'all made it to a witch's hut right along the edge of a swamp. You met old Rotsnout, and good old Rotsnout, who I tried to do a Ray from Princess and the Frog, but I can't quite do the Ray voice, so I just did as best a Cajun accent as I could. I'm trying here, folks.
No, it was great. Love it. Now you're telling me that it was Ray. Oh, I live it.
Let's see how it sounds this week.
Yeah, right. Also, yeah, finally remembered the character's name. I was trying to remember the name of a Pixar character all weekend, and I finally remembered it. Russell. Russell's the name of the kid from Up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I could have told you that.
Yeah,
You
I
got
was
it
trying to
wrong
remember the kid.
Friday.
I couldn't have.
Yeah, it's like I remember every other character in Up except for Russell. Anyway, Mr. Fredrickson. Y'all fought a Veenlik and a couple swarm assassins. As well, you didn't fight them, but you also had some poisonous swamp gas. Swamp gas.
Gas swamp is just what you see at a fucking bathroom at a gas station.
A couple of clouds
Back
of
to Buc-ee's.
swamp gas that were floating on over to you. Vesuviac took out a couple of them with a fireball. Also managed to set the Veenlik on fire. And y'all and Timothy and Syl took out the swarm assassins.
Yeah, we did.
And while the fireball and Zaba took out the Veenlik. So now, after spending some time harvesting some monster parts, you find yourselves chatting with old Rotsnout.
You're welcome.
Holy
Right?
shit.
This thing was trying to kill you? That's what
Well,
we
now
learned.
it appears as such. I don't always. I appreciate the help, and like I was saying, I got. If you're all heading to that fort up there, I got something. I got something for y'all up here in my hut. But now that by the looks of it, it seems like, especially that big guy down there, seems like you could probably use a bit of recuperation, if you know what I'm saying. How about you?
I am fine. I will heal up in no time.
Yeah, I bet you will. I bet you will there, smart guy. How about y'all spend the night here? I can get you some food. How long has it been since you spent the night here in someplace warm and cozy?
Been a second.
Slept in a cave, yeah. Couple nights.
Kind of the opposite of warm and cozy.
That's exactly what I was about to say. A cave? Oh, good lord.
I wouldn't necessarily say the ship is very good either.
Look, the ship's better than a cave.
Well,
caves can be very nice.
Okay.
You know, I have also been in a number of quite luxurious caves. You know, you carve them nice, implement some gemstones, maybe a nice lava river.
Oh yeah, the lava warming system is what makes everything perfect.
Well, it's also, like a constant radiant light source so that people cannot see in dark because they suck. Can, see what they're doing.
Well, regardless of geothermal heating sources, I got some of my famous Swamp Slurp Surprise brewing over here on the kettle. And if y'all want to come inside, you're more than welcome to spend the night. Patch on up. Like I mentioned, I got something inside that might be able to help y'all out. On up at that fort, and yeah. Matter of fact, let me go get that for you. And he heads on into the hut for a moment.
Oh shit!
Leaving y'all.
Are we cool to follow after, or?
Yeah, by all means.
All right. Like Timothy looks to y'all, like, want to go into the guy's house?
Yeah, he says he has stuff. Go and see if it's good. He seems nice enough. Maybe he's a nice guy.
Why not? I would love to not be in this swamp for a sec.
He hasn't given us a reason to not trust him yet, so
yeah,
may
true.
As well.
As you head into his hut, again, like I mentioned earlier, the cottage itself is, even though the outside looks like it's been built haphazardly, inside it's pretty cozy and quite warm and pretty homey. Fairly solid construction once you step on inside. And as you hop on in, you do get the smell of something cooking, and it's making you all realize that it's been quite a while since you've had anything homemade. And as Vesuviac, it looks like Vesuviac and Timothy were the two that stepped on in. As you two step on in, he turns around and says, "Well, let me first of all let me express my gratitude for y'all helping me out with them with those creatures." And he hands you a couple of things. The first one, he hands you a vial. He's like, this here thing is something I brewed up myself. I'm sure you know exactly what this is. And he hands you a healing potion, moderate. Ooh. And I'll throw that into your party stash.
Hell yeah.
So that'll heal 3d8 plus 10.
That goes to Zaba.
That goes to Zaba.
Then he hands you trying to think a short stubby jar.
A mason jar almost?
Yeah, but like a makeup thing that you would find like a cream or something.
Fuck, what are those called?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We know what you're talking about.
Closer to like a baby food jar.
Yeah, something
in scale, but like the kind of curved inner, not
exactly.
Square.
And inside of it is like a greenish kind of like grease almost. And he hands this on to you. He's like, "Well, this here's something that I concocted. That's what I call a salve of slipperiness. And if you, it's a magical thing that if you rub that onto some kind of armor, that that it'll grant whoever's wearing that armor, it'll make them a bit more harder to grab and easier to kind of squeeze through tight places. So mechanically, it's a +2 bonus to acrobatics on escape checks or squeezing.
That's a consumable one-time thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Timothy is holding back any dirty jokes that he possibly would make in this scenario because, my God, it's really just there. But he's being nice as he holds this slippery cream.
I would hope that Timothy would not want it to be green, but
no cream. I said shame. That's fair.
I'm not going to kink shame if he wants it green.
Look, sometimes rice is spice of life.
Hey, it could just be aloe.
It could just be aloe. It could be some really good aloe, and he is biting his tongue. Says, Thank you very much for the slippery cream. Really appreciate it. And he puts it away.
So, I can't help but notice there's like this pentagram on the floor here.
Timothy just looks like, that's not normal to you?
And then the last thing, he reaches out and he's like, now, this last thing here is, this is something a bit more precious. At least it's a bit precious to me, but I think it'll do y'all much more good up there than just sitting here in my armoire collecting dust. And he hands you a little pouch, a little like velvet pouch, and inside of it is a ring. He's like, that thing is what's called a ring of the ram. Now, I don't know if y'all know what this thing is, but if you want to, you can kind of concentrate, and you can kind of make a blast out of it, and deal and push some target back while dealing some damage to them and hurting them. Man, I'm gonna drop that in your
hell yeah.
So, just to make sure, we got a moderate healing potion, some slippery cream, and a ram ring.
Literally, my brain was like, I can make the joke about Ram Ranch. It's like right there. It is literally right there. But I am refusing to as a good Samaritan.
But all jokes aside, the ring of ramming is awesome.
That's really
a sweet item.
It's just, it was like,
it's one action that you can use it once per minute, so basically once per combat.
Sweet, it's not even
nice.
a once per long rest or any of that.
That's nice.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's a basic fortitude save. No, it's not a basic fortitude save. It just straight up deals 2d6 force damage.
What the shit? Okay.
No, hold on. It's not one action. It's one or more actions.
Oh.
So it'll deal 2d6 force damage per action spent.
But there's a fortitude attached to 22.
But there's a fortitude save attached to it. Oh yeah, so there is a fortitude save attached to it. On a critical success, it's completely unaffected. A success, it's half damage and is pushed back half the distance. So it okay, let me rephrase this.
Yes.
It'll take 2d6 damage and be pushed back 5 feet for every action spent. So if you spend 2 actions, it'll be 4d6 and be pushed back 10 feet. And 3 actions, it'll be 6d6 and be pushed back 15 feet. So critical success, nothing happens. Success, half damage, half distance. Failure, full damage, full distance. Crit failure, double damage, double distance.
It's fancy.
It is really fucking good.
It's really great. And as much as I'd love to lobby for it, it's a static
fortitude save though, so it's That fortitude save is static, so it's better to use it.
It's like a 14 or a 15.
It's 22.
Oh, it's okay. It's not. It could be a lot worse.
But I'm saying it's not. You're not going to be using it against the boss. This is used against peons.
No, but it may be good for Syl or Timothy, essentially just to make space.
Or Vesuviac.
Or even Vesuviac, but he's a big, strong dragon.
Yeah, I feel like Timothy occasionally has some extra actions to spend. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, if I
we don't
do things correctly
in next to you, so I agree with that thought.
And it's a ring. You don't need a free hand to do it. You can have stuff equipped in your hands.
Oh my god, Timothy will finally have a ring on his finger. Love wins.
Given to you by the Swamp Witch.
Yeah, you and the Swamp Witch.
Finally,
settle down.
My big quest to find somebody to date complete.
Side quest. Achievement unlocked.
Listen,
you didn't know that we were going to be recruiting companions in book 2, did you?
Nah, finally.
Achievement unlocked. All right.
Originally, I was going to make a joke about this being a cock ring, but
we did talk about a ring of the ram.
Yeah, right. Like
just ramming it.
It's a lot of damage per action.
Yeah.
So, after he hands that all to you, Rotsnout then kind of heads back and starts keeping himself busy, making his specialty, just working on his swamp slurp surprise. He's hunched over his cauldron,
But did he tell us why he has a pentagram on his floor?
That's just for some rituals. He's a witch.
Yeah, like every other modern witch. Like, come on.
I mean, the last time we saw something like this, the whole town was getting affected.
In his defense, pentagrams are not inherently evil. They are just a well-balanced symbol in numerology for funneling magical power and spiritual focus into spellcraft or connection beyond the divine.
Exactly what that big fella just said.
You don't happen to have...
Sorry, checks.
I gotta take a look around to see if there's any necromancy spell components or anything lying around.
You find one dead body. That's crazy. It's outside the house.
Oh, Rotsnout. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he wouldn't. You don't see any necromancy type stuff.
We're just getting chill Swamp Witch vibes.
Yeah, chill Swamp Witch vibes.
I'm trying to remember what patron this hex belongs to.
So, do you know why those monsters were attacking you?
Honestly, like I said, I'm surprised. I was surprised that the fort hadn't sent assassins a bit earlier. Well, a bit of synchronicity that y'all just happened to be here when those assassins finally showed up. That's my guess.
We have a habit of doing that. You don't happen to have more of those potions lying around, do you?
Well, I mean, I'd be able to. I have to brew some, but I don't happen to have any right here at the ready. But why, do y'all need some?
We find that we go through them fairly quickly. Some of us are less inclined at physical mending.
Well, I mean, as y'all are chatting, you see him kind of reach into his pantry. He tosses in some mushrooms and some herbs and some moss, and kind of looks over his shoulder a bit and tosses in a couple of frogs into his soup, his slurry.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Frog legs, a delicacy.
And then you notice that his like this little lump of detritus kind of like floats on by and grabs the ladle and starts stirring the concoction in the cauldron. He's like, "Oh yeah, don't you mind that? That's my familiar. I call him Grug, and Grug's a good boy. He helps me out. Now, what is that about these potions? You want me to brew some up for you?
That'd be great. We could pay you. I've got these weird wormy gut things I found under a bed. I will pull out the weird wormy gut things.
Oh, okay.
Seems like the kind of thing your magic people like.
Oh, no,
that, or you could just put it in like a really good stew, maybe.
Oh, no. I would not want to do that. Y'all know what those are, right?
Nope.
I just said weird wormy gut things.
Oh, you clearly don't know what them are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about you, let me tell y'all what these are. Y'all know them, those weird-looking creatures, those biomechanical creatures that y'all fought down at that village?
Yeah.
Those are called sklagons. At least that's what I call them. Those sklagons are, as I mentioned, biomechanical, and these that thing you got right there are called skagapas. Now, skagapas, them's be some alchemical type things. You're gonna want to hold on to those, because if you're going up to them, to that fort up there, that fortress, you're gonna want that, because those skagapas, they might be able to help y'all out. Now, what you can do with them is you can use them to almost poison folks on that.
Okay.
But y'all might be able to use them in other situations up there.
All right.
I respect the sentiment, but I am not much of one for poisoning, you know. My blade is too big for fine work such as that. It leaves them dead before they even take effect.
Right.
But the tip of a spear or the edge of a card.
Yes, but they die so fast.
Yeah, totally, Zava, totally. But still, you're sneaky. Imagine having that tipped on your cards.
Yeah, is this the kind of thing I can stick on my weapon, or do I need to feed it to them?
You notice that Grug kind of falls into the slurp surprise, picks itself out, and sits back on the edge of the cauldron, starts stirring the surprise.
Is Grug just a chunk of detritus?
Just a chunk of garbage.
Okay.
It's his familiar.
Quick question: has that thing been in a soup kitchen before? I'm just trying to figure out has it been?
Oh, Grug?
Yeah.
Oh, he helps me out. He helps me cook all the time.
Okay. Right. Just checking.
No, to answer your question, the skagapas? So no. So what you're gonna want to do with them is you're gonna want to place it within 5 feet of your victim, and any creature that sleeps within 5 feet of those skagapas, they's gonna have some nightmares. There's gonna have some fitful dreams. They's gonna wake up pretty groggy.
Interesting.
Oh.
Mechanically, you could say that they's gonna be fatigued.
We're speaking mechanically. Right. Got it. How many turns would this take in an action? Just trying to figure that out.
I think those
creatures might have to succeed a DC 5 flat check, and on a failure, they'll remain fatigued until they get a full night's rest. Another full night's rest.
Interesting.
Damn! If only I took sleep.
We should use them for Kalupi.
We should. That's a great idea.
That'd be totally great. Hell yeah.
really undermine his ability. You know he's failing that save.
His dice is rigged to always make a nat 1.
Now, as you guys are chatting, then Rotsnout kind of looks over. All right, it looks like the Swamp Slurp surprise is finished. All right, and he goes and it's not called Mage Hand anymore. What's it called? Telekinetic Hand. Pulls on over some bowls and starts ladling in some of this like green stew almost. He's like, all right, let's have some dinner. Yeah, you're gonna love this. And it's like this chunky green sludge, but like I mentioned, it smells awesome. It smells really good. And you guys haven't had a good home cooked meal since you left Seaview.
Fuck it, down the hatch. Timothy's probably gonna be the first one to take a sip. He is the poison checker of this group, and poison checking the soup.
Anybody else eating?
Gonna wait to see if Vesuviac throws up.
Vesuviac,
that was also Zaba's thoughts.
Yeah, I'll take one for the team.
We'll try it together, ride or die.
And he looks at Syl and Zaba. He's like, "All right, y'all, you're lost, friends. More for the three of us."
Oh, and I will indulge. It smells great, but I've been a weary traveler for quite some time, and even the nicest and most gracious of folks sometimes rapidly turns on me due to my appearance and not understanding that I am a good guy and I'm just here to hang out and share stories and, maybe do some trading and bartering.
Right. Not that we don't.
I'm just going to make sure that Timothy doesn't die, and then I will never doubt you again. I do apologize. It has happened too many times before.
All right. Yeah. So Vesuviac and Timothy, y'all eat it. And it's delicious.
Okay.
And you all feel like it is. Yeah, your bellies feel nice and full. It's warm. It's chunky, like good texture. It's delicious.
Yeah, Timothy, as he's taking a few
eye
bites,
bleeding, mouth frothing, shakes, tremors,
no
vascular degeneration.
Timothy, I think after he's taking a few bites, he points the edge of his spoons, do I taste like garlic salt in that?
Well, I got me some garlic and I added a little bit of salt.
Nice, right on. That actually tastes pretty fucking good. And
Timothy seems safe enough, so
yeah, no, this is really good, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaba will just kind of pour it in. He's got a big old mouth, so it's easy to eat all of it at once.
He opens it up like a trash can.
Pretty much.
So?
I'll just keep watch out here. I mean, if we're all eating, no one can hear if more assassins come, so I'll be okay.
Well, I don't think Zaba's necessarily fitting in this house, so...
No.
You could stand right on the symbol.
I'm good right here. I can hear through the doorway.
Okay. All right. And dinner's done.
Yum, yum, delicious.
Anything else?
What do we settle on? You want to make us more potions?
Yeah, if you're willing to give him money or barter.
Yeah, we've got some really awesome plates. I mean, your bowls are pretty, but these are made out of gold. So, and then we've got these guts and scraps of gullet. So,
as much as I appreciate them gold plates, gold's not really going to do anything for me out here. It's not like we have any kind of banking system that I could go and trade and barter. But them monster parts might be worth something. Now I could use those.
We have goblets and guts of many.
Yeah, we don't really collect the fangs or the wings. We just kind of cut them open, take the guts, and leave the rest behind.
You have monster parts? I have 20.
But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Please don't sue me, Bob Iger.
I think we're all right.
We're all right. We're in the parody zone.
The fair use of a copyrighted work.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's see here. What exactly do you want to purchase, and how much worth of monster parts do you have? Because you'd have to basically sell it for half cost and trade it for half cost.
Into a better deal, but we have 145 gold piece of monster part.
All right, you have 145 total, so you'd be able to do what, 72?
But he won't buy any of our goblets or gemstones or anything like that.
He's not. He's not.
What about these pyre combustibles? I don't remember what those are.
Those are your secret resources.
Oh, okay. I forgot those were in here. Okay, never mind. Not those. We need those.
We need those.
Use them one day.
Do you want to attempt to barter against this guy?
Yeah. We did just save his life.
And
should I target
him? Saved his life, and now you want to cheap him out on...
Yeah.
Not cheap him out.
Yeah,
these are scarce resources that we got.
They're homemade potions, you know?
True.
Vesuviac could probably help make them.
Plants are not my strong suit.
Okay, it'll be against his will DC, right?
Yeah. Is it just a diplomacy, or is it one of the sub-actions?
It'd be diplomacy.
Okay. I targeted him. 26.
His will DC... No, that's barely a success. All right. So you're not going to get full.
Rare. No.
You're not going to get full.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So how many potions do you want to buy? Or what do you want to buy?
Well, if you could make 2 more of those potions,
how much?
That'd be great. I think they're 50 each.
Let's see. Healing potion. 50. So that's 100.
Yeah, so that's only 27 more above 50%.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be staying up most of the night, but what the hell?
We will give you exclusive rights to everything we bring back from this, Tomb of Horrors or whatever you speak of up at the hill.
Oh, the Tainted Fortress.
Tainted Fortress, right. The different place.
It might as well be called Tomb of Horrors.
Let's hope not. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I did lose a buddy up there by the name of Gary.
Opened the door and everything fell down on his head. I've heard this story.
This Gary is famous.
Well, he's a guy. I didn't know.
Sounds like he was a guy.
Egax. Yeah, so he'll make you a couple more portions.
Sweet. We can't adjust our quantity in our stash. Thank you. Hey, do you happen to know, since you're staying up anyways, do you know about curses and, weapons that take over people's personalities and force them to be bad guys?
That depends on what exactly are you talking about. I know a fair deal about a fair deal.
Well, we found this sword, and it's cursed, and Vesuviac looked at it a little bit.
Yeah, I believe it's the, it basically impacts the wearer to just be a lot more, bossy, belligerent, and take things more as their own. I believe it was called the Curse of the Pirate Sword. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Yeah, or if I remember that right.
Okay. Can I take a look at this sword?
He won't part with it.
Hey, Zaba, can you swing your sword around a little bit so we can see how shiny it is?
You know, I'm not deaf. I am sitting right here and hearing this conversation.
Can you really show us the sword then, please? Pretty,
I will hold
please.
the sword out, but any uncanny movements, hey, you know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you.
All right. Doesn't sound like very good guy behavior, but okay.
It is a good guy maneuver to warn you of the fact that this is my blade, and if you try to depossess me of it, there will be consequences.
Timothy just like puts a hand on like Vesuvius's like shoulders, like, this is the best we're gonna get, man.
You tell someone before you kill them, you can't get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
That's how it works in a court of law.
It is not premeditated. It is at that point a duel, and duels are permitted. You know?
Yeah.
I got this suit by dueling this. He was this refugee from Nidal who was in Varizia learning to be a tailor, but they were on hard times, so I dueled them and made them make this suit for me.
Well, by the looks of that sword, and based off of what you're telling me, it appears that the spirit inhabiting in that sword, that once it departs its location, when you said you found this in the village, right?
Yeah. This house.
Well, I believe that once you happen to break the curse from your friend there, that the, and I don't know how you're gonna do that, and you defeat the spirit that is inhabiting that blade, then you should be free of that, of whatever spirit is inhabiting it, because I believe that the spirit's unfinished business was it needed to leave the village, which it has, but you need to defeat the spirit first.
Timothy, can you make the spirit come out?
I don't know if we want to do that right now.
Like no, right now?
I don't know if you can do that while it's currently inhabiting your friend Zaba. I think you need to break the curse first. And I believe that that's only going to happen if Zaba has his own internal battle and manages to will it his way.
Yeah.
All right, Zaba.
I'm not strong enough to cast that ritual.
What about if he goes and sleeps in your little magic circle?
Again, I'm not strong enough to cast that ritual.
Yeah, guess you guys are stuck with me.
No, I understand.
I don't know what level remove curse is.
Do you know anybody who could?
Is level 4. You have to be level 8 to cast it.
This guy lives in a swamp. I doubt he knows many people casting that kind of spell.
He's a primal caster anyway.
He probably knows more people that cast curses than break them. And I don't mean that as a judgment. I knew some fantastic hex mages back in the hills.
Then when we get back to civilization, I'll go ahead and go to the Church of Sarenrae and see if we can find someone there.
Or maybe, Zaba, you could just do your little internal battle, right?
You know, I'm thinking on it. I feel like it's going to take me some time.
Well, it's because he's worried he won't be able to beat it.
Right?
That's true. It sounds like this shipmate was more powerful than him, right?
Man, actually, I don't know about you guys.
Keep talking shit, and I will show you who the most powerful is.
I mean,
yeah, totally.
Regardless of what happens, at the end of the day, you're still cursed. So
yeah,
go ahead and kill the you have.
Enjoy talking about your curses. I'm going to go chop down this tree.
And Zaba's just going to wander away and chop down the tree that appears off to the side of the cabin on the map.
Like somebody just like takes like a deep sigh and just like has like a moment of just like, can I have more of your amazing swamp stew?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Is it a stew or a soup?
I Jackson?
It's chunky,
It's
so
Swamp
it's a stew.
Slurp Surprise. Hey.
The surprise is you don't know if it's soup or if it's a stew or if it's porridge.
No, unless it belongs in like one of the other fucking 4 food groups of sandwich, soup, ravioli, or salad. Subiac, I swear to Christ.
It's flawless logic.
It's so flawed.
I have solved food.
You have not solved shit. I would like more of the swamp surprise, please. And do you have any, like Timothy makes like the motion of like alcohol?
Oh no. No. I don't brew any of that here.
Damn. And he's like slowly back his mind really regrets dumping out his rum that he had before all of this shit with Zaba. Is like, and he looks back to Vesuviac and just like shakes his head and just eats some of the soup.
All right.
Well, he doesn't have any of the rum anyways.
You called
Got all dumped out. He dumped it out before.
You called it soup.
Oh my god! Actually, huff both of my nuts. I love you so much.
Both of them.
Huff both of my my nuts and eat my shorts. I don't care.
All right. Then I think we're gonna head to sleep for the night.
Let us do a honk shoo mimi.
Honk shoo mimi. All right, and I think at this moment, then, before we wrap up the episode, we have a couple things to take care of because we're all level 6.
Wow!
Level up.
Level up.
We did it. Look how far we've made it, Zaba. You've leveled up more than once. I'm so proud of you.
My boy. My beautiful boy.
We'll see how far that curse goes, though.
Not only that, we have also been able to reallocate some monster parts and actually managed to level up a few items. Quite a few items. So we'll just do a quick round table and see where we're standing at as a character. So let's get a level up, where you're at with your weapons, if those leveled up at all, your monster part equipment, and where are the characters at, like, just mentally, like, how are they feeling after everything? We haven't had a check-in with the characters in a while. Like, how are they feeling? What's their mental state? Everything that's been going on. Just do a quick round table.
Quick vibe check from the group.
Yeah, quick vibe check from the characters. We'll do a vibe check from the players. Maybe we'll do that for the next week for the opening banter.
Just a quick check-in.
Yeah.
Check in.
All right. Well,
We'll just do
for
a quick
level ups.
Yeah.
I can quickly blast through my level up real easy.
Do it.
I'll leave Zaba's thoughts till the end. But yeah, with Zaba's level up, I broke triple digits on my HP. So Zaba's a whole lot of Timothy's now. My weapons haven't changed through monster parts, but my armor has gone up to, I believe, +1 with spirit resistance, which helps remove one of the inherent weaknesses of playing a demon. On the other side, there's been a bit of a rework to Zaba. There were some aspects of him that weren't being used at all, and were just kind of not fitting the character upon playing him. So, thanks to that, I have some new tricks up my sleeves that always kind of should have been there that I'm excited to show off. But, you know, I like I joked to the group earlier, I gained a few new spells. I gained kill solo target and kill multi-target, which will be really good.
Excellent.
Otherwise, I think that's about it for him. Oh, and I'll give you guys a little teaser of my level 6 feat. I took Experience Tracker. Yeah.
Nice.
So now I track real good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, is Zaba a ranger now?
Yeah, you don't experience trackers. It's underrated. It's an underrated feat, I think.
Huh.
So, sweet. Who wants to go next?
Syl got persistent bludgeoning water damage on the cards, so that's fun.
On theme.
On theme, yes, and makes it so that there's a very small amount of bludgeoning to go with the normally not bludgeoning damage. And then apparently they've been studying all of Vesuviak's, medicine stuff, because they can do medicine now and battle medicine and help out and patch their own wounds when they get little, paper cuts instead of having to go and beg for healing. So that's cool. And yeah, that's the big stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Timothy or Vesuviak?
I'll go ahead and go. So I got a skill feat that was desperately needed, which was assurance. So now I should be failing my medicine checks never.
At the 15 level or the 20 level?
At the 15 level. I believe the 20 level... Actually, wait, hold on. Let me double check.
What's your bonus?
15.
Plus 15. So yeah, nope, the 20 level also. I will never fail again.
Nice.
So that is so nice. And then the other thing that's great is that I got accelerating touch. So when I lay on hands someone like, for instance, Zaba, they will gain plus 10 to their speed. And then I also took Divine Infusion. So if I decide to cast a heal spell on Zaba, I can also decide to have them do an additional d6 of damage, vitality damage, if I do that. So that'll be fun.
Ooh, we'll have to figure out touching.
Listen, Divine Infusion, that's all just a heal spell, so all I gotta do is just point at you, lay on hands. We already figured out that I can just slap you on the ass and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'll have Timothy go last, obviously. So Timothy has one whole Timothy of hit points. He has recently picked up his class feature of Blazing Spirit, which is really cool. And I'm only just going to say what that name is, and you guys will find out eventually what it actually will do. I also got Implement Initiative. Thank you. Sorry. Initiate. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which basically I get to do Glimpse Vulnerability now instead of Exploit Vulnerability. Or if the benefit effects of Exploit Vulnerability, I gain the effects from the target of Glimpse Vulnerability instead. And then I also got Arcane Sense. Basically lets me have Detect Magic just kind of forever going if I need to. Which is really nice. Gosh, what else did I get? I got a spell as well, too. I got Vampiric Feast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna be able to take away health, or do void damage, and then gain hit points equal to half that void damage.
Yeah, 10 hit points.
Yeah, 10 HP. And then my spear, I think, returns back to me at every attack I do now, instead of it being I throw it once and then at the end of my turn it comes back to me. And then does it do more damage as well? I'm trying to remember.
Not yet.
No.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Or it won't ever, because you can only have one imbuement and you have
That's what it
throwing.
is.
Yeah.
Right on. All right.
You'll just eventually be able to throw it really friggin' far.
Yeah, the next level 6 it increases the increment by 10, I think.
Ugh.
You can throw it 30 feet, yeah.
Yes.
And I think eventually you can throw it and then it'll like pierce one target and then you can have it target another target.
Oh shit.
From that target? Yeah.
That's gonna be like Yondu.
Yeah, but basically.
Rules! Alright, hell yeah.
At level 8.
That rules. But yeah, that's...
Yeah, your implement initiate also gives you the benefit of your implement.
Yes!
Which lets you, so you can actually shoot your wand again.
Yeah. Which I should have that as an action I can do. Or an attack. I just realized I didn't see it on there.
Yeah, we'll have to add that.
It's fine. Fuck it, Weeball. But I think that's all for Timothy.
Yeah. Now, how's Timothy feeling? What's his vibe check?
I feel like Timothy right now at this point, he has definitely gotten a lot more closer to this party. He's gotten to know them pretty well. He still has the pinwheel that Syl gave him, and I think that's like kept very close to the picture of his daughter. He always has those two like hand in hand, and he's like that is a keepsake that he'll always treasure. Zaba's a shit, but also Zaba does the best stuff out of the party. He knows his place, and he respects Zaba, which is why he's so on his ass right now, like a dad. I think right now with Vesuviac, Timothy's in an interesting spot where he's like, I like Vesuviac. I like being around Vesuviac. Is there something happening there emotionally? And Timothy's like, no, shut the fuck up. That's not supposed to happen. That's not cool. Maybe.
Right on. How's Vesuviac? What's his vibe check? How's he feeling?
I think Vesuviac is actually starting to get a little bit frustrated with things. He's starting to question Syl's motives for things, especially when he had that experience where Syl was very eager to just kind of leave them to die, or at least so it seemed. So he's kind of questioning that loyalty. He's a bit frustrated with Zaba, first off because Zaba won't let him, heal him and sew up the giant gaping wound in his back. He's also very frustrated about this curse because he thought that, even though Zaba's personality kind of made things a little bit difficult, Zaba was at least reliable, and now he's not as confident in Zaba's reliability now that he's dealing with a curse. He is happy that Timothy stopped drinking, though. But when it comes to his relationship and his thoughts with Sarenrae, he is still getting a lot more frustrated because he's not even sure if what he's doing is the path that Sarenrae wants him to go on. And he also doesn't know, to the extent that he needs to go until he is freed from being in service to Sarenrae. So, he's not feeling great right now.
That's fair, yeah.
God, I want to have a one-on-one talk with Vesuviac so bad with Timothy.
What about Syl?
I mean, yeah, it's true. Could have.
That's what watchers are for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not for watching out for danger. No. Syl is continuing to, I don't know if regress is the right word, but something along the lines of regress into Vuli habits, as, being out on the ocean is bringing back those memories and tendencies that they weren't even aware of. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, starting to come up with contingency plans for the captain and for Zaba in particular. Just in case. But it sounds like the whole crew is on board with their plans for the captain, so that's good. We'll just, have to see.
Vesuviac is not on board, but he also knows he's outvoted.
Vesuviac said he was on board. He said he doesn't want the captain in charge anymore.
He's not on board with killing the captain.
Oh no, we're not going to kill the captain. Don't be silly. That's much too simple.
You are muted, Corey.
I don't like that
Zaba
one.
never said kill. I think at one point...
He said strand him, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I offered to mutiny him and leave him on a little island,
Just maroon him.
We're going to have way more fun than that.
Two turtles.
Is going to be so, cool with, mutiny is totally fine.
You think he's going to be able to stop me?
You? He'll swish his little feathers at you, be so mad and butthurt, and Zaba be like, I squish you like a grape.
That's why Vesuviac is just kind of giving up.
I swing a car windshield at things to kill them. I don't know how that bird's going to stop me.
Vesuviak's just
you're
giving up
gonna
on
maroon the prince?
No, we're not gonna maroon him. We've got better plans.
Okay.
Either
we
way,
have to leave him on the
his...
ship so he can watch as his crew mutinies and turns against him.
We'll take him onto an island and we'll leave him with a bunch of berries that say, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Vesuviak knows he's outvoted. He's staying out of this one.
Oh no, Vesuviak plays a crucial role, actually.
I don't like that.
All right, and lastly, what's Zaba's vibe check?
Zaba is frustrated with all of the pushback from these idiots he is traveling with. He is a timeless beast of untold power and wisdom, and they should fall in line and respect him as the rightful leader, even though he is not pushing for this placement. You know, Timothy's alright. Vesuviak's a little handsy, and it'll probably come back to really poison him badly at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. And, you know, Sill's, kind of a familiar presence in not such a great way. You know, it takes one to know one, and, Zaba's not super cool with maybe, being known quite all the way. So, you know, that's always something he's got to keep his eye on. Otherwise, you know, he's generally feeling kind of cruel and mean, would really like to, overthrow the Kalupi, maybe, conquer a small nation. You know, see how it goes from there.
Fair. And what else is fair is you listeners sharing the podcast with somebody you think would enjoy the podcast, because that is how we grow our listenership. Word of mouth is king in the podcast world. So if you have anybody you think would enjoy a raucous pirate adventure full of demons and dragons and horny humans and amnesiac shadow people, sills, yeah. Share the podcast. We would love to get more listeners, and we also have a Patreon, as I mentioned earlier. If you would be so kind as to help us out, that is how we are able to put out this product and how we can continue to put out this product. It's through kind donations and support from listeners like you that we are able to keep this show alive. So if you're able to help us out at all, we appreciate you, and we appreciate that. And without further ado, may we just say, we hope your party never ends.
May your party never end.
See you next week, folks. Bye.
Bye.
The Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path is copyright 2023. All logos, titles, and artwork are property of Skyscraper Studios and Roll for Combat and used with permission. Pathfinder is a trademark of Paizo Incorporated. The theme music is written and performed by Robbie Whiplash.